So, good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining. It's nice to see a lot of new faces, and because you see new faces, I'm April Nyman, Director for the Arts Council, and I'd like to introduce our staff so you know who they are if you call and need questions. Tricia Sanborn, Grants Administrator. You can wave, Tricia. And Anne McKenna Kennedy, our Program Manager. So our staff available. We're working remotely still. We will be out of the building because of renovation now for a little while, but give us a call if you have any questions. And here comes Debbie. And then I'm going to introduce our board chair for the Annie Awards for this year. We missed last year and missed everyone, but lots of exciting things and a very capable chair, Lucy Spiegel. She's been on the board for now 5 years and second year as chair for the Annie. So I'm going to turn it over to Lucy.
Well, welcome to all of you. While others of you may have been redesigning your kitchen or buying a new dog during COVID, I was thinking about the Annies and about changing it up a little bit, and so we are. And we are thrilled to see so many of you today. And one of the things I wanted to start with is the basics. When are we doing this? We're doing this on October the 26th. It will be at Maryland Hall in the auditorium with reception to follow down in the Bowen Theater. And we're looking forward to seeing everybody and all of you there. Now, one of the things that we need to talk about, I think first and foremost, that everybody's interested in is the categories. So let me just review. I know if you have checked in, you've got a list of the categories, but let's just go over it one more time, if you don't mind. So first we have our Arts Patron. And this is a nominee who has consistently demonstrated support for the arts through advocacy, education, mentorship, and/or funding. That's a pretty broad spectrum to choose from, but we know there are people in this community, you've run into them, you people work with the arts all the time. You know who these people are and can choose wisely. Arts Educator. This nominee has demonstrated innovation and creativity in teaching, having achieved high levels of training, credentials, and peer recognition, and had a positive impact on the lives of students. Where would we be without those important teachers and mentors? You know who they are. Literary Arts. This nominee has produced a significant body of work and achieved recognition among fellow writers as well as the general public. Reading, poetry, any kind of literary works, people that produce them, thoughtful people, exciting people, think about them. They're all out there. Performing Arts. This nominee has received positive reviews for performances at the regional, state, or national level and has, over their career, achieved a reputation for excellence in their work. And thank heavens we can now go out and look at theater again and movies. And I'm sure you have some people in mind on that front. Visual Arts. This nominee has created a significant body of work displayed in public exhibitions, museums, galleries, and private collections, and achieved excellence in artistry as evidenced by reviews and awards. A lot of people in that, all kinds of visual arts to choose from. Historic Arts, this is fun. This nominee has made noteworthy contributions to the understanding of cultural and historical resources in Maryland, and specifically Anne Arundel County, as evidenced through research, writing, and reviews. History is a big part of our domain in the Arts Council, and this is the award that reflects that. Excellence in Arts Leadership. This is an award for an individual or organization that has made significant contributions to our county's arts community through guidance, mentorship, inclusivity, and innovation over a number of years. So that is our group. Once you come up with the nomination or who you would like to nominate, we then will take all the nominees to a blue ribbon panel. The blue ribbon panel is what I was talking about, which is April is putting together, and it will include known people from the county and across the state in the various fields of arts. However, for instance, if we are having somebody that we're not choosing the nominations in the literary arts, there will be someone on the panel who is knowledgeable and credible and honored from that field, who is the main person in the choosing of who to give the award to. We will have that across the board in all of the categories. We hope that we can reach into all the corners of our wonderful county and all the communities in our wonderful county to choose our nominees. We'd like to see as many different folks, new names as possible. You're out there, you see what's going on. Please bring those nominees forward. Need support? Unsure which category your nominee fits into, by all means, don't be shy, give us a call. We can help you. We've got a great staff on this kind of stuff. And just please remember also to go back to something, pardon me, that I was saying earlier. The county serves, we serve the entire county, and we hope very, very much that these nominees are a reflection of the entire county. And coming back to the staff, ready and willing to serve, Trish Sanborn will lead you through how to apply.
Hi, everybody. We are using our new submittable software, which will also be our grant application software, for the first time for this project. So we just kind of wanted to walk you through what the application form looks like. Can you guys see that? Okay, perfect. Thank you, Martha. Anyways, so this is, sorry, let me get rid of it, all the faces here. So this is what it's going to look like. It's pretty basic. It's your contact information. Then we want to know the nominee's contact information. Then we come down to the nomination. And again, down here you have the list. And it's just a simple radio button. Whoops. And scroll down. We want to know if you have told this person that you're putting together a nomination package for them. Basically, because we don't want to be caught by surprise or have the person caught by surprise and say, no, I don't want to accept that. So you've got a little bit of a narrative section here in terms of just describe your relationship with the nominee and how long you've known them. Then we have a longer narrative where we want you to talk about what the long and short-term impacts the nominee has had on the county, on the community, if it's a teacher, on students, and on their field as a whole. So that's really all the written part we have. Everything else from there on is going to be uploading documentation and support materials. We're asking for either a resume or a CV, at least 3 letters of support. So right here you have the letters of support. If you'd like to add an additional one, you can do that right here. And you can add up to 2 additionals. All you do is click the button and the upload appears. Then there are 3 options down here for additional support materials. And really that's it. After that, we just need permissions, and we're asking permissions so that any of the verbiage that you put into your narrative, we can use in terms of the video or written materials for the event. And then your electronic signature, and that is it. Does anybody have any questions on the application itself? It's pretty simple.
Trish, do I gather from that you're required to submit 3 additional support letters? That's the minimum, is that correct?
It's at least 3 and up to 5. So, and then you've got 3 opportunities for additional materials. And there you can add video. It can be video, written materials, photographs, whatever you want to do, PDFs, if you want to put together like a kind of an album of photos or something like that. So.
In the opening description, the Lifetime Achievement and Arts Maverick were not described. Are those, but they were on the form. Are those still available or not?
Yes, Lucy, I think you may have missed those when you were describing.
Okay. Those two will be chosen. The Maverick will be chosen by the board, and Lifetime Achievement will be chosen by the committee. We do have a committee for this event. So those are the way we are having all of them. And I'm sorry, I didn't.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Thank you.
Can people submit suggestions for those, even though they won't be an official?
Sure. We're happy for suggestions.
Yeah, we definitely want the nominations for those. And so that we have a selection pool. So that should definitely come from the community, the nominations.
Yes.
Carrie, I saw your hand raised a couple of times.
My question was about what was appropriate additional material, and is this the artist in action sort of thing, or are you looking for more documentation of their achievements?
That's really open-ended. It's whatever you think will support the nomination.
I've seen in the past newspaper clippings, any action photos of, if they're a muralist at, what they're doing, their work, all those things really do help.
Sculptors, I mean, yes, definitely. Pictures help.
I was intending to do this without the nominee being aware of that. Do you prefer that they are aware? Because the complication I'm having is how to put together a resume without them knowing.
Yeah. We really like them to know, because we have had the situation in the past where someone was nominated, selected, and then they said, I don't really feel comfortable taking this, award. So that's why. But if you feel very confident, I can understand sometimes it is nice to surprise them and the honor. We can talk about it individually, but as far as bios, I mean, I've looked online for bios of individuals and usually come up with quite a bit. So.
If someone has won in recent years in another category, what's the restrictions on repeats, if that's the right word, if it's another category? Thank you.
If it's another category, there have been instances where someone would achieve in performing arts and lifetime achievement. That's happened, yes. Anybody else?
Any other questions?
Comments?
Remember, if you can't decide which category, call us. We can help.
Absolutely.
I've attended your events and they put together beautiful presentations of the artists. Is that something that happens, the materials are collected afterwards, or are we needing to submit full detailed?
Both. We look at what you submit, but then we also, after the recipients are chosen, we work with them to bring in more photos, information, and then the nominator is filmed by Comcast in advance, stating why the recipient was so worthy to receive this award, and that's part of the presentation. Have most of you attended the Annies? No. I see some new faces. I see Mickey Love's here. She was a former Arts Council director that I've worked with for years, and now she's moved to our county. She was in Dorchester. So welcome. Anyone else? I know we have a couple of our board members represented here today, Martha Blacksell, and I saw Amy Tate was on. Of course.
And we have a former winner.
You have several former winners.
Yes, excuse me, several former winners.
Linnell, and we have Lee Anderson. And Linnell, did you not win in 2 categories? Or I know lifetime, but
It's so long ago, I don't remember.
oh,
Lifetime.
Yeah.
And it was a great honor too.
well, it's an honor for us to be able to recognize all the talent we have here in our county. So,
Could I ask Carrie a question? Carrie, a question for you. So the person you want to nominate, but you don't want them to know, you don't want them to know till we call them and say they won. Is that the idea?
The person's very modest, and at the same time, I would be disappointed if she weren't awarded it. So I think she would be super honored. I'm not concerned about her not accepting it. But she's very modest, and that was my reasoning.
Okay.
yeah, and I should mention that once you nominate someone, they are eligible for the next 2 years after this one, that we keep them because sometimes we get these unbelievable resumes and there's so many, it's hard to choose one person, but we want to keep those worthy applicants for at least 2 more years so they have an opportunity to be chosen. Any more questions?
Would that mean, April, that if somebody's wants to make a recommendation and they think the person might have been in earlier nomination, they should check with you guys first to see if that person is already on the list? Or does it matter?
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, they can be renominated if they haven't been selected. But just know that we will then present them again next year and the following. Well, if we've answered all your questions, I hate to
Boy,
keep
that's
online. I mean, you guys got it. I think you have it. So
It looks pretty simple. Famous last words, but
yeah, I think the new system you guys are going to love. And then when you're applying for grants, you'll love it even more. So
much easier.
So we're going to we're running all of our opportunities and forms through the system submittable. So
congratulations on a quick turnaround.
yeah, congratulations to the team led by Christopher on that. So thank you. So,
All
okay.
right, get those nominations coming.
Yeah.
We want to
Look
hear
forward to
from
seeing
you.
them. Thanks to Lucy.
Thank you all.
Great year.
Thanks. See you. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for making this available.
Thank you.